This is Teacher Jen from camgush.com and welcome to Essential Grammar in Use book by Raymond Murphy. Today we will discuss a new lesson and it's about the words must, must not, and don't need to. Again, must not, and don't need to. Now let's have an example. Let's take a look at this picture. We can see two girls in front of a cinema. One girl said, "It's a fantastic film. You must see it." It's a fantastic film. You must see it. So, what does the girl mean by what she said? Now, we have the word must. And we often use must to say that something is essential or necessary. Again, when you say essential or necessary, that means important. So we use the word must to say something that is important. For example, I must go. So as you can see, in this sentence, the speaker is saying that it is important that he or she will go. The action is important to be done. So that's why the speaker said, I must go. So how do we make a sentence using the word must? So, structure of must. Must is a modal auxiliary verb. It is followed by a main verb. Here is the structure. First the subject, next the word must, and then the main verb. Again, subject, must, and then the main verb. So, let's have some examples here. As you can see in this box, first we have our subjects. You can see the pronouns here. Next, the word must, and then our main verb. Let's have some examples. I must do. We must go. You must see. They must eat. He must do. She must go. It must see. Okay? Let's read more examples. I must go home. As you can see, we have the subject I, and then must, and then our main verb. Same with the other examples. You must visit us. We must stop now. So what is really the use of the word must? When and where do we use it? In general, must expresses personal obligation. Must expresses what the speaker thinks is necessary. Thus, must is subjective. Look at these examples. I must stop smoking. You must visit us soon. He must work harder. As you can see in these examples or sentences, we use the word must, and thus our sentences express personal obligation, something that we really or the subject must really do. In each of the above cases, the obligation is the opinion or idea of the person speaking. In fact, it is not a real obligation. It is not imposed from outside. So again, it's not an obligation for other people. It's just an obligation for the speaker or for the subject. Okay? Let's have more examples here. Again, I must, that means you have to do something. I must do something, that means I need to do it. It's important that you do it. For example, I'm very hungry. I must eat something. I'm very hungry. I must eat something. So as you can see, in the first sentence, the speaker or the subject said, I'm very hungry. So of course, what does the speaker have to do with it? He or she must eat. It's important for the speaker to eat something. because if not, maybe he or she will die because he's very hungry. Next, it's a fantastic film. You must see it. It's a fantastic film. You must see it. In this sentence, according to the first one, it's a fantastic film. You must see it. So, the other person is saying that the movie or film is very good. Thus, he or she is recommending it to another person. It's important, or the other person needs to see the film or movie because it's very good. Next, the windows are very dirty. We must clean them. The windows are very dirty. We must clean them. Here, because the windows are very dirty, then it's needed. Okay, you needed, or you have to, or it's important for you to clean the windows because they are very dirty. Now, for the past, for example, yesterday, last week, and so on, we use the word had to, not must. Again, for the past tense, we have to use the word or verbs had to, not must. For example, I was very hungry. I had to eat something. I was very hungry. I had to eat something. So, this is in the past tense. Why? The first sentence is already in the past tense. We use the verb was. So thus, the next sentence should be in the past tense also. I had to eat something. We should not say I must eat something. Okay? Next, we had to walk home last night. There were no buses. We had to walk home last night. There were no buses. Not, we must walk. Okay, we have the past time expression last night. So of course, we have to use a verb in the past tense. So, we had to walk. We should not use we must walk because must is for present or for future use, not for past tense. Now, students, I want you to review this lesson and remember all the important information about the word must and had to. Okay, remember that had to is used for the past tense. Also, remember the structure of making words with the making sentences rather for the word must. So now, this is the end of our lesson. I hope you learned something. Also, I would like to encourage you to enroll in Camglish.com's classes because we can definitely help you improve your English skills. Now I have to say goodbye. This is Teacher Jen from Camglish.com. See you on our next video. Goodbye.